the King Shag Research Project, which is led by the Marine Farming Association, which represents salmon, oyster and mussel growers across the top of the South Island. King shags are endemic to the Marlborough Sounds, and the population is relatively stable at about 800 individuals. But what this means is that they are nationally endangered or threatened. So in 2017, the Marine Farming Association brought together the King Shag Working Group in response to a number of marine farms being declined through the Environment Court process and effectively removed from the water. The research project wanted to better understand the interactions between king shags and marine farms, and especially any impacts on foraging or the ability of the species to feed. So the working group was successful because we had the right people around the table. We used sound science and an excellent technology. So the GPS trackers that we used not only provide X and Y coordinates, but they also recorded dive depth through a pressure transducer and whether the bird was wet or dry, which indicated when it was roosting. So the combination of where the bird was, when it was diving and when it was roosting really let the researchers dig into the behaviour of the king shag and especially where and when they were feeding or foraging. So the research concluded that marine farms were either neutral in terms of king shag foraging or even heading towards a positive when the safe roosting that they provide is taken into account. So that's a significant shift from that historical understanding that farms were excluding the shag from feeding areas. So the King Shag Research Project, led by the Marine Farming Association, and the wider research overseen by the King Shag Working Group, has seen the species transition from one of the least understood shag species in the Southern Hemisphere to one of the best understood.